Hello. Friday, day off. Long weekend-ish. We thought we'd go to Stour Head Gardens. There is a bit of history behind Stour Head Gardens. No idea what there are, because it's all follies and gardens laid out by.
Yes.
It might even be Capability Brown. I can't remember the name. I did know it on
I'll
stage.
Google it.
But there's a bit of history behind it, and there's lots of and we thought we'd go this time of year because all the colours of the trees. I know I've been banging on about that enough. But first stop, we're going to go to Compton Abbas airfield for breakfast, which is another beautiful part of the world, which has just been bought by Guy Ritchie. And when he was married to Madonna, idiot, she wanted to close the airfield because the planes used to annoy her. Stupid cow. So now they're not together, and they haven't been for quite a few years. Guy Ritchie's bought it. I reckon he's bought it just to piss her off.
Don't like it.
I don't like her. She complained. She went shopping in Waitrose in Gillingham.
Yeah.
In a bright yellow, big flashy Range Rover.
Yeah.
And then moaned that people were coming up to us because she wanted to be inconspicuous. Well, don't drive a bright yellow Range Rover. That'd help. And have an entourage whilst you're going around getting your frozen peas. People like that piss me off.
Okay, ready?
Go on in.
Henry the Magnificent was one of a small group of early 18th century gentlemen gardeners using their acres to create a particularly personal landscape which expressed their hopes and beliefs about the world and their journey through it.
Okay. I'd like to be George the Magnificent.
Yes.
Is that like self-proclaimed?
There's a show-stopping lake.
Show stopping. Let's just see if it stops the show when we get there. Yeah.
Henry the Magnificent and his architect Henry Fieldcroft planned it before beginning work on the garden.
So I want Capability Brown. He was another gardener, wasn't he?
Don't know.
Yeah. I wonder whether that was his real name, or his mum and dad sat down and said, well, what are we going to call him? George? Charles? Edward? I know what we're going to call him. Capability. I bet they said that in a Yorkshire accent. Ah, lad, we're going to call him Capability, lad.
It's one of the things that I love working in Africa is some of the names they have. So
I like
Precious.
Jonathan Goodluck.
Yeah. And then the other day we had a candidate whose first name was Hard Life.
Hard Life. It's
you
called
imagine?
Hard Life.
That's negative right from the start. Isn't it?
Yeah, Hard Life, come here. What have you been up to? You're living up to your name. Hard Life, wow.
There's all sorts of little buildings. There's Pantheon, Grotto.
Yeah. I have been there before, but I think I was about 8 or 9. Remember the school?
Temple of Apollo.
I remember eating sort of jam sandwiches somewhere around the line.
Gothic Cottage.
Yeah. Well, let's hope the weather stays off, because my coat isn't exactly waterproof. It's windproof at best. And I'm still in my shorts. Idiot. So we're in the ML. It flew through its MOT. I don't know if I've said anything. Didn't need any work doing, did it?
No.
No, nothing at all.
Apart from the advisory on the parking brake.
Oh, the parking brake. I never put the parking brake on. I just put it in the park, but I never put the handbrake on.
And what is that?
Huh?
What is that?
What do you mean, what is it?
It's wrong, isn't it?
Well, according to them, no rubbish.
No, it's wrong. Because it puts too much pressure on the transmission.
When I'm parked on the flat, yeah.
I always knew it was wrong.
Oh, where's he going? Is he going? He is. He's going the same way as we're going. This will be interesting. No, he's not. Where am I going? I'm not going there, am I? Okay, so we're cutting through the lanes. I think I've got enough diesel. Should have. To get us up to Shaftesbury.
We're not now meeting Matt, Jenny and Jim.
Oh, we're not?
No, on Fireworks Line. She's worried about the dogs.
Okay.
So we've changed it to December. We must stop calling her Mad Jenny.
We've got a friend called Mad Jenny. She's barking mad.
We have spoken about it before, haven't we? When we were in
I
France.
think so, yeah. She's
A little bit inebriated.
she can get lost.
already.
Well, say that she can get lost going to the toilet. She did once. On a campsite, and no joking, you could see where the toilet block was. She's gone for about an hour. Jim, her husband, didn't seem too concerned and just let her get on with it. And about an hour later, she came back in the campsite owner's car. Where have you been?
Her.
She said, she belonged to you. I found her wandering around the house or up near the garden or something. She was the same girl that gave Isaac a lesson on anatomy. So this road takes us out through Branscourt and out to Ringwood, and then from Ringwood we're heading over the Cranbourne Chase. Now, a little known fact about the Cranbourne Chase is that it's a really high ridgeway, and it's like an old coaching road, really. The Cranbourne Chase is an old coaching route that goes across the top, and on the south it runs sort of east to west, west to east. And as you go over it, coming from whichever way you come from, either south or from the north, there's normally a 2-degree change in temperature. So as you head north, it usually drops by about 2 degrees. As you head south, it rises by 2 degrees. And I've proven this many times.
You have. Every time.
People don't believe me. It's an anomaly. I don't know how shaky this is going to end up turning out. Well, get over. Got a couple of nice pubs around here. It's the first one, 3 tons, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go, 3 tons on the left. You've eaten in there. A couple of times.
Yeah.
Normally rammed. Some nice cars in there. What's this one here? The Crown, isn't it? Is it the Crown?
Yeah. I've never been in there.
No, I've never been in there. Crown Inn, free house. Then down that road you've got Carpenter's Arms, which is a strange old pub.
Oh, is that the one that looks like an old people's?
Yeah, and it's full of old people. Yeah, you got this dining area. You got the old pub. So I think it is an old pub, and then they got this dining area that looks like it should be like the dining area of an old people's home. And it was just full of old people, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they did do a good roast. It was a good roast, so give them their due. It just wasn't very just felt like you were in a bit of a canteen.
I was severely hungover that day.
Where had we been?
No, I'd been away for the weekend.
Had you?
And come back rather jaded.
Yeah. So we're going straight up here, aren't we? Straight up the Ringwood.
Yeah.
He's turning off. That's good. Bit of a man-cold day. a squeak. And we didn't bring any coffee with us.
So you have you had breakfast at
Yeah.
before? Yeah. Good.
Yeah, from what I remember. That was a good few years ago.
Might be all newfangled fresh avocado on toast.
Oh, I see.
And bad sausages.
Bad sausages, yeah. And smoked bacon.
Oh dear.
I don't get this smoking lot, really. You know, we've got friends that have started up this smoking stuff. Smoking all sorts, like fucking cheese and ham and all the rest of it. It's like, the only reason you smoke food is to get rid of the taste because it's nearly off. It was hung over the fire, wasn't it, the cure, and it got a bit smoky. It was like, it's to hide the taste of rank meat, in my opinion.
And I'm allergic to it.
And George's Kiera's allergic to it, so that doesn't help. But I just don't see the point in it.
Well, I don't know if I'm allergic to. I don't think I'm allergic to naturally smoked stuff
Yeah.
because there's nothing really in it, is there?
No,
It's
there's
the sort
nothing
of,
added.
it's sort of the chemically.
Couple of hedge monkeys.
And chorizo. I quite hate chorizo.
I reckon this could be a bit shaky, but. So we'll just get up a little bit further and I'll turn you off. But it's quite nice going through here. And it's not a road that we often go on.
It's my favourite house.
Down in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty little cottage. I think this is still classed as the New Forest, isn't it? Going through here?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
New Forest ends at New Milton.
No, I think it loops back in
That's
again.
it?
Yeah, I think it loops back in again.
Just avoids New Milton because New Milton's not good enough to be.
No.
New Forest. Too khaki.
There's cackers in there.
Is it?
Yeah. Making their enclave.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's going to be really shaky, this video.
Well, you said that last time, it wasn't too bad. You just...
Yeah.
I like this road.
Well, I like this road.
I can't start to sound like you.
It's nice and all that. This is all rhododendron bushes either side here, and when they're in flower, it's quite spectacular. I cycled all that through here.
Did you? I did my dissertation on the rhododendrons.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? See, I told you she was posh.
I can't remember anything about it. I'm not posh.
You are.
I'm not.
You are. You had central eating.
I used to go on ski holidays.
You used to go on ski holidays.
And a summer holiday every year.
Go.
3 weeks.
We were lucky if we got to Dartmoor. A weekend in a ropey caravan in Weymouth.
Can you imagine my mother in a ropey caravan in Weymouth for a holiday?
No.
Although I do remember when we lived in England, because we were quite poor when we lived in England.
Yeah. Speak up.
Sorry, we did. I remember going to Land's End
Yeah.
on holiday once in a caravan or a tent. Yeah, that's it. That's other than that.
That's once and only, I suspect.
Yeah. Although her mum and dad, my mum and dad's honeymoon was in a tent in Scotland.
Okay. And they're divorced now, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, point taken.
That's where your dad went.
Do you remember when I came flying out of here and didn't realise it was
Yes. Yeah. I do remember, funny enough.
That made you squealed.
Yes, it did a bit.
There wasn't anything coming, so it's fine.
Just as well. Right, so we're coming out of Ringwood now, so I'm going to turn you off. And spotted sheep in there.
That's all right.
And then we'll put you on when we get up near to the airfield, because again it's quite beautiful countryside. And then we'll go down Zigzag Hill. And back through the hometown of Shaftesbury. Don't go through Shaftesbury very often. Oh my word. Oh.
It's for sale.
What traffic about? Land Rover.
So those are the ones they're not making anymore, aren't they?
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. They've gone all posh. Oh, this is such a lovely area. I might just keep you on, but I don't want the battery going flat for when we're going around the for later on. I'm going to turn you off now. I'll speak to you later. Hello, back again. We had to do a bit of a detour. Got to Ringwood, the road was shut. So we had to come up through Fording Bridge, take the Salisbury Road, come up through Fording Bridge and cut across. So but it's a nice road. So, pleasant drive. I'll open out a bit in a minute. Look at this. Old Roman Road as well. Heading down to a place called Sixpenny Hanley. Got a bit of a move on here. We've become loose. Pulling here. Sort everything out a minute. Where have we become loose from? There. I'll speak to you in a minute. We're recording. I'm not sure how long you're going to stay on for though. Ooh, coming out of view. Nice. I'm flying down this road. Be better in the sunshine.
I like it like this.
Get another bit of a view in a minute. Get down here, there's a roundabout, which is the road from Blandford to Salisbury. Well, from Poole to Salisbury. There's a few burial mounds around. Oh, there we go, there's one there. There's a few burial mounds around here. There's some more over there to our left. Iron Age and Bone Age people.
Bone Age?
Bone Age.
Is there Bone Age?
I think there might have been.
I don't think there is. I've never heard of a Bone Age.
Oh, well.
Listen.
Yeah, Bone Age. Iron Age, Bronze Age, Bronze Age, Bone Age.
I've heard of iron and bronze, but not bone.
Well, I should have
I think you might have made that up.
When would I ever make anything up?
Damery, is that
Damery, that's the old. Still driving around in shit buses. That's it, Blandford, mate.
Blandford, that's where I lived before I moved to Holland.
Yep. Home of the Royal Signals.
Who knew I'd end up marrying one?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. I've driven a coach all through it.
That's about the 5th time we've seen that.
Well, I just like to emphasise the fact because the roads are really narrow. Sixpenny Hanley.
Why is it called Sixpenny Handley?
Well, you know that bloke out of Spandau Ballet,
Yes.
Tony?
Yeah.
It's after him.
No, it's not.
It is. He
No,
used to
it's
always
not.
carry a sixpence in his pocket, and he bought the village and renamed it.
I know that my middle name is...
Gullible.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word. But that, I know that's not true. Not that stupid.
Oh no! Traffic control ahead. What's going on? There's like
Mobile works.
the Pumpkin King and Queen of Sixpenny Hanley are coming on. There's a bit all local yokel around here. They all got a pilly eye.
I've got Costa.
We've got the post office down there. There's a pub up here on the right. This is where, on our Duke of Edinburgh award scheme.
Is it?
Where is it? Where's the pub? Was it there? Pub's gone. Can't have. Oh,
Oh.
pub's gone. There's a pub back there. Oh, see, what did you do that for?
What's he doing?
Parking.
All impatient behind him.
Yeah, all are, aren't they? Oh, I can't see a thing there, so
Go for it.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, that pub back there. Look, look. Get your door closed. There you go. Yeah, pub's gone. Wow. Oh, yeah, that was the pub. Duke of Edinburgh's award scheme. We all got lost. So we had to come and get rescued. So whilst we were being rescued, we thought it'd be a good idea to go in and have a pint. So there we were, sat at the bar, having a pint. When our teacher came in and threw a fit. Trouble was, we were only 14. Oh dear. Bad old days. That was funny. Teacher didn't think so. Oh, Mr. Kitchen.
Mr. Kitchen.
Mr. Kitchen, yeah. John Kitchen. He was quite strict as well, but I quite liked him.
What did he teach?
He taught rural studies.
Rural studies.
Rural studies, yeah. Because we had like, remember our school was like, it was designed for people that weren't like high achievers. So you had to have a grounding in the rural life. So that, you know, we had chickens and pigs at our school. I told you we had one lad. His first name was Massey because it's named after his dad's favourite tractor. Fucking not joking.
So you didn't do Latin.
Look at this mad bastard going down there. Get all my son up. Tipper drivers.
So you didn't do Latin and philosophy then?
Latin and philosophy.
I did.
Well, you posh, weren't you? You're skiing holidays in Central England.
Rural studies.
Rural studies, yeah.
What else did you do in rural studies then?
Well, we learned about planting vegetables, had an allotment at school and everything. Learned about planting vegetables and all that sort of, all the good things that you need. Hence the reason I'm as educated as I am.
Yeah.
And knowledgeable about rural affairs.
You're much more practical.
See, that's what you need, you know. Alright, but fucking hell. What good is fucking Latin in this day and age? You might be able to read a, I don't know, what the fuck's in Latin these days?
Nothing.
Nothing. Exactly. Pointless. All that time spent reading Latin, for what purpose? An algebra. When do you ever need the square root of something? When do you ever, oh, I need to work out the square root of 74. What for? You don't, do you? Fucking waste of time.
Not on a daily basis, no.
Well, no, unless you're fucking head of NASA. I wouldn't have thought you'd never need to do it. Logarithms. Caught my dad reading a book on logarithms.
You would have liked philosophy then?
Yeah, I probably would have got my head around that. Philosophising, I do a lot of that.
You do a lot.
I reckon I could be a philosopher.
A rural philosopher.
A rural philosopher. What's the definition of a philosopher?
Somebody who philosophises.
Yeah, no, but what's the definition?
I don't know, I don't know.
Is it someone who's who thinks and expresses his thoughts?
Yeah. Should I Google it?
Yeah. True definition of a philosopher.
Okay.
Rushmore Park.
Pretty.
Beautiful.
Who lives there?
I think this is all part of Guy Ritchie's, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think he's up round. He's got a place round here somewhere. It might even be Rushmore Park. So we're going to his airfield for breakfast. Slow down. Oh, we're going to be going past Gully's Corner as well. Aptly named after my mate Gully. We decided to take an XJS off the road and cartwheel it about 500 yards. And the only thing that the car was a total write-off, absolutely smashed to pieces. The only thing he was upset about was the fact that he'd ripped the arm off his tweed jacket he was wearing. Oh, and he had a bit of gravel stuck in his ear. Apart from that, it was alright. Gets a bit narrow down through here though. Quite pretty.
Very pretty.
There's another pub down here.
Pheasant.
If that's still open. The little pond as well. Pollard Royal. What's the name of the pub here? Talbot. Can't believe the pub at Sixpenny Alley's gone.
Mm.
Oh, not enough alcoholics in the village anymore. Oh, that's a real shame.
Well, it's not very clear. A
Yeah.
philosopher is a person who practices or investigates philosophy.
Oh,
That's what it
Yeah,
tells us
doesn't
anything,
really.
does it?
say too much about the proceedings, does it? There's a well. We've got our own well. Oh well. Look at that, look at this, look at how narrow it is. That tipper'd rather just come through here. I bet he didn't slow down. There's a little pond here, little duck pond in the village. Ooh, it's a bit over, that needs a bit of maintaining. 13th century church. See, that's old, isn't it?
Mm.
And there was a pub up here. Come on in, my son.
Oh, there's no service.
We're out in the middle of nowhere. They've only just got running water around here. Like electricity.
What do people do for jobs that live in places like
They'll
this?
go. There's a pub. Is it King John now, is
That's
it?
nice.
I think that's the one that Guy Ritchie owns, actually.
Okay.
They all work in Shaftesbury, don't they? Or Fordingbridge
Well, I suppose.
or Ringwood. If they can get out of here in the winter days, because it gets a bit iffy. Getting a bit of elevation now, and then you'll see some good views. Although we're cutting across, aren't we? You know, we've got to go to the airfield. Got to get there and go, oh, sorry, we're not doing breakfast anymore.
That would annoy me.
That would have fucking really annoyed me. That'd be Guy Ritchie's fault. In the juicing, you can only have a fucking carrot shake. Fuck off. You can have cucumber and asparagus smoothie. Ugh.
Oh, it does feel cold. Is it temperature dropping?
Temperature dropping.
I feel it.
Whoa, look at that. Bumps. Guy Ritchie, you can afford to have the roads re-tarmac. Come on, my son. Play your part. Do your bit for the community.
Philosophy. Okay?
Yeah.
The study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence.
There you go. It's got my name all over it. I'd bet next time someone says, what do you do for a living? I'm a philosopher. Really? Yeah, I'm a philosopher. I think I'm going to do that.
Really?
Yeah. Well, prove that I'm not.
You could be reverent to philosophy.
I might, yeah. This is a long, fast stretch of road we're coming up to now. All along here.
Ha! Do you know what philosophy means in Greek?
No?
Love of wisdom.
Ah, there you go. Well, exactly. That is me, isn't it?
The study of general and fundamental questions such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind, and language.
Well, fuck me. That sort of says it all, doesn't it, really?
Such questions are often posed as problems to be studied or resolved.
There you go. Who'd have thunk it?
No, hang on. Okay, this is the philosophical methods include questioning, yes.
Yeah.
Critical discussion,
Yeah.
yes. Rational argument.
Unrational. If they don't believe me, they can go fuck themselves, can't they? Perfectly rational, from my point, anyway.
Historically, philosophy encompassed all bodies of knowledge, and a practitioner was known as a philosopher. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I'm a philosopher.
I think you might be.
We've got to go left up here.
Do you know what epistemology is?
No.
Epistemology. Studies the nature of knowledge and belief.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
Some great views up here. We'll come back out this way. Oh, hang on. Oh, cat's eyes removed. Let's see. Left turn, Clyde. Unsuitable for HGVs. Wouldn't be coming down here in a truck. Although we'd give it a go.
I bet you could.
It's doable. It's just like there aren't many passing places. It's a shame it's misty murky. Otherwise, you'd see a lot more. I don't know if you can see over to your right now. I don't know if you can. There's a big drop down there. Yeah, okay, that's beautiful. So we're up quite high here. I don't know what the elevation is, but you're probably looking at over 500 foot above sea level. 500, 600, 700 foot maybe. So when it's really wintry, it is bleak.
Guy Ritchie's worth $150 million.
150. Is that a lot in today's money?
What's enough? Isn't it?
What is enough? I know, but probably isn't that much. That's a lot. I reckon there'll be many planes flying about today. You could get a truck down here. I've taken a truck down worse places than this. Yeah, I've taken trucks down dirt tracks. And we're doing those logs. Where's the entrance to the airfield? It's up here somewhere.
Log. Oh no, bin bag.
Someone chucking a rubbish out of it. Why would you do that? Right. Hopefully it is open. It's around here somewhere. Here we go. Cafe open. Oh, it looks quiet as well, that's good. Not full of brockles. So it's quite nice in the summer, sit out here. Right, I'll speak to you all later. Right, let's go.
You didn't say hello.
Hello. Oh, I can't see nothing at my glasses, it's raining. We just had a good breakfast in there. Really nice.
Stuffed.
And at a decent price. It was 2 breakfasts, cup of tea,
Coffee.
and a latte, 21 quid. It was really nice as well, proper sausages. But the only thing that let it down,
Oh god.
tomato sauce in the sachet. Just give me some Heinz. Fuck about with sachets. Everything else is really nice. You know, proper sausages, nice eggs, everything really nice. And then shitty sauce. It's make or break on a breakfast, that is. Don't do it.
I don't understand why you need sauce when you've got baked beans.
Oh no, it's a different sort of sauce. You just don't understand. Being European, just don't get it.
Lots of things I don't get.
No, you don't. Okay, so we could go
That way.
right there,
I thought the way we would go right.
but we're going to go left because we're going down Zigzag Hill.
Okay. Can't have to remember not to burp.
No.
Right, so I think you should do some philosophising.
So I do it as I go along, don't I, really? I'm always philosophising.
That's true.
It needs to be on a specific topic, doesn't it?
TikTok.
Oh, don't get me started on it. It's just... That's a place for...
Why do they do it?
Well, I've done a few lives. When I'm in the truck parked up at night, I just stick it on
Have
the...
you? Yeah.
Just watch the trucks come in. Nobody watches.
Oh.
I get a few people, but not many.
So they're literally just watching you watch the
They're
trucks?
just watching me watching the trucks, yeah.
Okay.
Not watching me, just watching the car park.
Oh, you don't have it look on?
No, no, why do you want to look at me?
I like looking at you.
Oh yeah, you're European.
There are not very many
Oh,
bearded
big
men.
olds.
Oh, not very many bearded men like you in Europe.
No. France has a few.
Not quite as
Fat.
quite as
Hairy.
rustic.
Rustic.
A bit more
Kept.
yes, trimmed,
Trimmed, yeah. Coiffured.
coiffured. Clothes, I think. Haute couture,
Look,
yeah.
breathe in. Stop for
Can't.
the... Go in the parking space. There you go. Good man. Oh, hiccups. Shame you can't see down into the valley there to my left. If we were up in the truck, you'd have had a good old view.
Shame you can't sort of
Yeah.
automatically. Wow, that's
Sweet.
amazing.
Well, I'm not too sure about this weather when we get up there. We might. Say that. There you go. Well done, Minnie.
I do remember it being quite big as well, so you're not walking.
Yeah, there's a lot of walking.
I should have put my step watch on.
Yeah. Oh, look at this weather. I ain't walking in this though.
No. Yeah, I've bought spare clothes though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, genius.
and I've bought spare socks.
Socks?
So I don't need to use yours.
No, you're not using one. Right, now, on a good day there would have been some excellent views up here. See, nothing. But in this weather, we're not going to see bugger all. Yeah, you might see a bit, I suppose. The milk tanker went off the road there once. Ended up about half a mile down that hill. It was there for weeks.
You know that sign back there, such a fat sign.
Yeah.
Vicky once managed to convince this guy that she met in the pub that she was the heiress to the man who invented cat signs. Oh, it's bleak, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit grim.
Yeah.
So my mate went off the road here to the left. Luckily he went off to the left and not to the right. And he went off. You see those hedges, that hedge over to the left, hopefully you can. Yep. He went off on this next bend. And ended up where that hedge was. So he came around here, lost it, I think it was right just on that corner there, and ended up in that hedge over there. Straight across and ended up upside down, and there's a track that runs up there. And he was upside down in the track. Right, so this is Zigzag Hill. I think in a really old Top Gear, Clarkson took a caravan up and down here. 10% gradient. Had some fun over the years going up and down here. Been nearly killed a few times. Especially with wet leaves.
Did you used to bring your
I used to teach people
students?
coming up and down here, yeah. Used to bring them up and down here. Good hairpins.
So what's the fastest you've done it in before?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever timed it.
My ears just popped.
That was Zigzag Hill. Whoa!
He's timing it.
Everybody likes a bit of Zigzag Hill.
That Angel Cottage is still for sale.
Oh, is it? Oh. I thought it sold at one point.
It did sell and then it came
Fell
out from
through.
the market. Yeah, it came out from the market.
Oh.
And those 4 flats, do you remember those 4
Yeah.
flats? They're being sold individually.
Someone's bought them and selling them individually.
Yeah.
I thought that might. It's easy to flip, innit?
Yeah.
What's occurring?
Nope.
I want to go through Shaftesbury High Street as well.
Okay then.
Go through the old town. Mr. Legg in there.
Is that Mr. Legg?
It's Mr. Legg. Our mate Bazzers. It's his dad. Our bar.
Not one-legged bull.
No.
Right.
So we're heading into typical Shaftesbury weather now. It's Shaftesbury on a good day. Has its own microclimate, usually shite. Used to have to walk to school in weather like this, mile and a half just to get to school. Just to get to school, soaking wet. Used to have to sit on a radiator for 20 minutes just to dry out. Don't know how lucky you were.
What? I used to cycle to school.
So you used to skate to school because you could.
Ice skate.
And have ice skates. We used to stand. Our equivalent of ice skating was standing in a horse trough without your wellies on. My mate did that. Oh, Kevin.
Why?
We wanted to see how thick the ice was, see if it'd hold his weight. It didn't.
It didn't.
No. And we were a good mile from home. He was really unhappy.
We used to ice skate in PE, right?
Cool. See how posh we. What are they doing in there? They're building more houses in there. Look. Fucking hell. Oh.
Was that a field?
That was a field. He's sold another leg. He's got another McLaren.
Or was that leg?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is all his land?
Yeah.
All of that over
Yeah.
there? Oh, he's the one that makes his son pay rent in his house.
Yeah. So you got the half moon down here. That used to be a den of iniquity. Some good nights in there. It's poshed up a bit now, though. And in that roundabout, there's allegedly several cases of lager buried in there.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
By Greyer.
God, I know, right.
Yeah. So when the pub shut, they always had a beer to go home with. Buried in there.
I like Shaftesbury.
So my hometown, this. See, that used to be the old grammar school on there. That was the boys only school. They turned it into a comprehensive and gone soft. That's the grammar school on there now.
What, gone soft? As
Well, they did away with cane and everything, didn't they? Can't chuck blackboard rubbers at kids anymore. Can you imagine doing that today? Never did me no harm. That used to be a hotel. That used to be a hotel in there.
Yeah.
An old folks' home now.
When I was teaching, I wasn't even allowed to put kids outside the room. I did.
Greyer lives in here in an old folks' home. I've got friends in an old people's home. They live in there.
We're here.
Yeah. Chubb's house. Greyer.
Oh gosh!
Greyer will be in there with a whole cup of coffee talking to Mary, who's 94. Well, Greyer's nearly 70.
Is he?
Yeah. Right, this is Shaftesbury. Used to be old Anstey's Baker's on the right. Post office is still here.
Angel up there.
Angel, yeah, Angel. So I used to live up that road, up there.
Yep.
Shop to let. What's going on here?
Oh, that's a nice shop. Oh, a nice dress in there.
Step out. Old John Pill Cafe on the right. That ain't changed. It's still got the same bloke who runs it, who ran it when I was 12. He's still in there. Old Derek.
You can go now.
I can't. The car's coming down.
Oh.
Straight ahead of me, where it says cars, gifts, and balloons.
Yeah.
That used to be International Superstore. And my granddad used to work in there. There's the old kebab shop on the left. I've fallen out of there many a time.
What's down there? Nest. Nice little.
And just up
restaurant
on
in there.
here, just up here, was the old Crown. Oh, my favourite watering hole of all time. St James's Place it's called now. A guy called Peter Harding, an investment broker. He runs it now. And this is probably him coming towards us, being a knob. Like, where am I supposed to go, you cock? Knobber.
He just articulated at you.
Did he? So we now got the Mitre on the left.
Stop doing some shopping.
King Alfred's Kitchen, shut. Nice little cafe that could be. Well, it used to be. Bus, used to drive a bus into Shaftesbury. Reeves the Bakers.
Bakers look nice. There's that nice shop.
The
in Kiera,
Grosvenor.
isn't
That's what I got married in there, number 1.
there? Excuse me?
Grosvenor Arms. And don't get me started about the Chevy Chase sideboard.
Sorry?
Bloody Americans.
Chevy Chase.
Sideboard. You need to Google the Chevy Chase sideboard. It was a work of art. It was a massive, one of the biggest sideboards.
Ship.
There's a ship. And then down here on the King's Arms, another den of iniquity. Dolly's dad used to have that place in there. It's a tyre place.
Huh?
So we're heading towards Gillingham now. Complete and total shithole. Used to be intense rivalry between Shaftesbury and Gillingham.
And then you moved there.
And then I moved there. But if I had to go and buy milk, I'd drive back up to Shaftesbury again. It's 5 miles. I would not spend any money in Gillingham. The only reason I moved there because it was cheaper.
Also got you out of the house.
It also got me out of the house. Exactly. Yeah, I was married to number 1. Apart, I was talking to my daughter the other day, and she's only, bearing in mind, this is like my daughter's how old, 27, 28. And we split up when she was 4. And Emily said to me, she said, your name came up in conversation the other day, and she's only just managed to stop twitching her eye when your name is mentioned. Like Inspector Dreyfus on the Pink Panther films. Oh, bless her. while they've had some rain, all this water here. You ended up sideways there.
I can't imagine you driving into there. Although actually no.
You can't.
I can.
Yeah.
On occasion. Anyway, Chevy Chase is sideboard.
Oh, the Chevy Chase sideboard. Look at CHEVYCHASE. Chevy Chase sideboard. And it depicted a hunting scene. It was a beautiful work of art. Absolutely stunning. Well, when the Grosvenor Hotel used to be a Trust House 40 hotel, 4-star hotel, dog's bollocks of a hotel. It's an old coaching inn. It was really posh and haunted. And when it was sold off to an American company. They promised that the Chevy Chase, that was the deal, because the Chevy Chase was a piece of local history.
Yeah.
The Chevy Chase would remain in the hotel. Ah.
It didn't.
Well, it fucking did,
Oh.
did it?
Oh.
So no one seems to know where
Where'd it
it
go?
is or where it's gone. I've got a postcard of it. No one seems to know where it is or what happened to it. So I suspect it's in some Los Angeles home of some wanker. Look at it, oh, look at a bit of British history. Well, it should be in Britain then, shouldn't it? Mind you, that's a bit hypocritical.
I was
isn't it?
going to say.
I'll take that back. Yeah. Mind you, but that begs that. See, we can philosophise now.
Yes.
Should we hand back everything that we stole, effectively,
Yes.
from all around the world? Our museums would be empty, though.
I know. I don't know. That's a difficult one.
You know, unless we bought it, and if it was just through pillage, then you could say that we should hand it back. But how does that work? You know, did we buy it or were we given it?
Yeah.
It'd be difficult to try and sort that one out because, like, you can't go back and ask anyone because it was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that is a difficult one.
You know, we've got like Egyptian stuff, haven't we, all over the place. Was that given or just taken?
I suspect taken.
But every European country would be guilty of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon the French should reclaim the Statue of Liberty. Imagine Macron going, oh, what we want? The statue back? It is us?
Well, no, they gave it to America.
Well, yeah, did they give it or was it like, meh? You don't know. Well, it's looking a bit bleak the way we're going.
How did they get it over there?
In pieces.
Did they?
Well, that would have taken a big boat. What year did that happen then?
Don't know. Don't Google.
Google. So this is Gillingham. Not to be confused with Gillingham in Kent. Spelt exactly the same, but we're in Dorset and not in Kent. It's grown out of all proportions. When I was a kid, there was nothing around here. This was all fields. Look at that, there's a big petrol station and everything down there. Look at that. See, none of that was there on the right. There's some houses down here on the right that were here, and so these houses on the left were here. And this is where Gillingham started here. It was just these ones here. And those council houses on the right. These traffic lights weren't here. None of that on the left, or that Honey Pot or Kingfisher Avenue, whatever it's called, and the Virgin Mary School. None. Well, no, she wasn't. But that's a different story. But none of that was there. Red brick. See the red brick houses? Gillingham is known for its brick making. Because it's very clayey round here.
Sorry, I zoned out a bit then because I was just doing something on my phone. Were you ranting about something then?
No, I was just giving a bit of potted history of Gillingham.
I thought you were talking about when things were fields and stuff.
Yeah, it was.
See, that's what I like about Bergen.
Yeah.
Not a lot changes.
No. See, none of this was here. That was all a farmers' fields in there.
Yeah.
The farmhouse is still here. It's tucked away a bit. You'll see it in a minute.
So I don't
So
think
go around here.
there's any new. The only thing that's changed is that we've got that really new posh fire station there. But that's on the site where the old fire station that's fitted.
Old Victorian town, only sort of sprung to come into real existence because the railway came through here. We're just about to go straight over the railway bridge.
What was I googling?
Statue of Liberty.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to just go down for the high street. I've got to remember which way to go actually. I might get a mirror, don't I? So we go through the high street. I might have to come back on myself, but oh, the old clock shop's gone. Clock shop over there.
Oh, sweet shop.
Where's he going? No, he's going nowhere. He's going that way. So we come down here. This is the old high street. Building on the right there. That new building on the right, that used to be the Antelope. I think it was the White Hart or the Antelope. The White Hart, I think, used to be. Now, it used to have it's a lovely old building. They used to have a big white heart on top of on the porch. That's gone. Where Lidl's is now, that used to be a Texaco garage. There used to be a Chinese down there.
1886.
1886.
Huh. Metal framework was built by Gustav Eiffel.
Ah, yeah. Oh, Gillingham Chinese takeaway. That's still there. Oh, see, the butcher's gone. Before the butchers, it was the bakers. Oh, that's gone. Supermarket's still shut. A lot of empty shops. It's really run down place. It's always been.
Is it a bit like the new Milton to Lymington?
No, well, it's not. It's worse.
No, I mean that sort of.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Gillingham's always been a bit scuzzy. You got the Red Lion, and then got me mate's pub down here, down to Phoenix, which is just after this. So you've got the Red Lion here, and then just down on the left you've got the Phoenix. He's got his lights on. He's been open since 8 o'clock this morning. So he's just down there.
The statue was built in France, shipped overseas in crates, and assembled on the completed pedestal on what it was called Bedloe's Island. There you go.
Southwest coaches, not very much.
What do we do before Google?
No. What are you doing now? Going that way. Used to be a wine bar up here. Used to come down from Shaftesbury and cause havoc in there.
That's a nice building.
Yeah.
Straight in front.
So there's a bypass. That never used to be there. None of that in there used to be there on the right. Used to be a fish and chip shop up here.
You could buy one of those. It's apartments for the over 55s.
Yeah. Used to be a pub here. I can't remember what it's called now. On there, what was that pub called there? Lee's Fish and Chop. Fish and chips. Fish and chops.
So where did you live?
Oh, back up.
Back up.
To the left. Used to be a wine bar around here somewhere. Is it still here? Rocky's Bar. Rocky's Bar, for fuck's sake. Tyre place is still there. Fish and chip shop. On the right there, that was always fairly good in there. If I remember right. So they've even bobbed the flowers out of the flower baskets there. So that was Gillingham. Yeah, rock and roll.
Did your mum and dad used to live up here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they live up there. Well, my mother used to live up here. She's moved to live with my sister. Then she never gave me her address.
Don't we have
I still haven't got a clue where they live. It's Dorchester way somewhere. I've got no idea where they live. That's motherly love for you. Fucking hell. Fire station, Dolphin. There used to be good food in there.
Which is the one
The
that
pub.
the old bloke from
Right, the Phoenix.
the Phoenix?
Yeah. You weren't listening.
I know, sometimes I told you I zoned out.
You always zone out when I start rabbiting on.
That's not fair, I quite often listen to your
For those of you that know, oh, Gillingham's also.
Yeah.
You know, those of you know that know Neil's Yards Remedies.
No.
They make all sorts of like lotions and potions and all that sort of shit. Well, they're here. Yeah, you'll have seen them. High Street branded name.
What is Compton?
Gillingham, we're down low here. This is Milton on Stour. Pretty little church.
I think it might be a bit too rainy to walk down.
I think it might be as well. Stay there. Oh, they don't look happy.
As my dad used to say, there's not bad weather, there's bad clothing.
Yeah, well, we've got the right clothing.
We have, so it should be fine.
We'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
Pretty little church. Not many one
Oh,
can
it
see
is
that.
pretty. I mean, it's free.
Yeah,
Do you know we've been paying for that for 3 years now? This is the first place we've been
but
to since we bought.
no, we went to that place in. We went to that place in wherever we went.
What, the same day we bought tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we went to a cut. No, or was it the same place? I don't know.
It was the same day. We went to Drogo in the morning and that.
Oh yeah.
What was it called?
Had all the dead butterflies on it.
Yeah, it was round. It was the round house.
Roundhouse or something like that.
That's
It's
quite
option,
pretty.
wasn't
It was near Ting Tong.
it? Ting tong. It's full of hedge monkeys up here. If they're still here.
What's the hedge?
People who live in hedges.
What?
People who live in hedges. Environmentalists.
What is environmentalism? What does this have?
Well, because they're just.
Bearing in mind Madeline's studying.
Yeah, but that's
biology.
slightly different, isn't it? She ain't likely to shit the hedge.
No, very unlikely. I don't think it phases. She had to.
Well, no. I mean, it wouldn't faze me. I think I'm going the wrong way for hedge monkeys. I am. This takes me out of the mere. Do you know what a mere is? What the term mere
Is there
means?
something to do with water?
It is.
Oh,
Lake.
Windermere.
As in Windermere.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, with mere, I don't know where the lake is. I don't think they've got one. Or if they have, it's dried up.
Oh, right.
We're now going into we're in bandit country now. We're in Wiltshire. Go on, Wilson. Yeah, this isn't looking good, is it, for a wander around some gardens? It's a campsite now, you know.
It's not Bolton instead.
No, I'm not going to Milton Mowbray. That's fucking miles away.
You said it was quite close.
No, Milton Mowbray is where they make pork pies.
Oh, what am I
You want to
thinking
go
of?
to
Shepton Mallet.
Shepton Mallet.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Just because they make Mulberry handbags.
Yes.
Well, I'm not buying you one. You can go and have a look and torment yourself if you like. It's like me going to an Aston Martin garage. Sure, they look lovely. Yeah, you're not having one. No.
I can buy myself one.
Well, you do that, though. I have bought you Mulberry handbags.
You have bought one.
Just like to make that. I bought you one when you least expected it. When we were in York.
You did.
Did I not?
You did.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, I wasn't.
No.
And you paid for half the one I bought by mistake.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that one I bought off eBay.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
I thought if you made an offer, then chat about it first.
Yeah. Kiera didn't get to buy it now. You know, the clue wasn't in the title or nothing.
No,
Buy it now.
or make an offer. So I made an offer.
Yeah, and they accepted it.
Yeah, but I didn't realise. I thought you.
What, you haggled from there?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I know that now.
Oh, you do, but it's quite expensive,
After
wasn't it?
£400 handbag.
Yeah, £400, yeah. £400 mistake. Right, so to my right is Mia. Famous for its brushes. They make brushes here.
What sort of brushes?
Like paintbrushes.
Oh,
No, I'm not entirely sure. It's up here somewhere. They just visit Hill Brush. They've even got a museum. A brush museum. And a cafe. You think I'm getting out of this? I'm wandering around the garden. Oh, what a shame. Never mind. Cup of tea and a slice of cake, I reckon. It's just driven for 2 hours. Now, do I go straight on? Or, yeah, Stour Head Gardens, straight on. Weather's getting bloody worse. Oh my word. I'll tell you what, we've got some real chunky thread on these tyres and they're not getting the wet. They're great in muddy and dirty conditions and gravelly and on wet grass and everything like that, but standing water.
you feel slippery sliding?
Yeah. All over the place.
That's easing a bit.
Easing a bit. There's light cloud over there.
If you go in the house,
Yeah. We'll have a look.
in the house,
Oh, look at this water.
no, I know.
Oh my word.
Let's go see.
Can't see nothing.
Well, I don't live like that.
No, I'm not really trying to. Oh, I've lost all power steering and everything. Gasper. I live with Gasper. What goes on there? I do a lot of gasping.
Are you going to see if I can come out of the truck?
I'm going to have a look.
Because,
During the day is really difficult. I don't know what I'm doing. I told you I had a plan, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, that truck's gone from behind me. I'm glad about that.
Is there a name for something who's a passenger in the truck?
No.
No. Well, I just sort of think
Okay, well, there we go. House and garden. There we go.
Who's Alfred's Tower?
You can go to Alfred's Tower if you want.
I don't know who it is.
Oh, it's Alfred. King Alfred.
Oh.
Alfred the Great.
But I was just thinking because you just called me the monkey when I was in the
In the sidecar. Yeah, well, you can be a monkey.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's up here.
Well, there are people here.
Yeah, they come for a cup of tea. Go on in, yeah.
So 8989 99998
998, yeah.
subscribers.
Left here.
Might be 1,000 now.
Could be.
Spread Eagle Courtyard.
Farm shop. Well, there's a lot of people here. I reckon the cafe's going to be busy because no one's going to be walking around, are they? Fucking hell. You are kidding me.
Try and get as close as possible to them there.
Well, I think everyone's been trying to do that now.
Well,
eh?
let's try over there first. Don't go down there.
Don't go down there.
No. It's miles away from the door. Down here.
Well, that's not it. I don't know why you think that.
Yes, it is. There's toilets and everything in there.
Is it? Yeah, it's just the toilets, though.
Mac and cheese. Oh, that's the
Oh,
entrance.
that is the entrance.
Here, no, too small.
Too small. Yeah, so nobody's quite next to me. What's going on to me left? Anything?
No, you're right. Oh, look, there, stop.
What do you mean, stop? There's nothing there.
There was.
Yeah, There's no way.
No, not that one. Further along. Trust me.
There's no way I can get into any of those in this behemoth car.
The one between the two blue cars.
No, you're having a laugh at you. The blue car is over the line. Look. There's no way I can get into that.
That's massive. That's huge, darling.
I don't think so.
It is.
I can't even see where the gap is.
Oh, you're going to hit the car now. You're going to hit the car.
What do you mean I'm going to hit the
You're going to
car?
hit the blue car.
Which blue car?
That one.
Miles away from me. Yeah. Ish. No. A little bit closer.
You're going to hit the blue car, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I told you it's not big enough.
Oh, don't leave it. That one's there. That's massive.
No. They all part weird, don't they?
That other one was massive, honey.
No, it wasn't massive.
Yes, it was.
No. See, I'm going the wrong way as well because you sent me up here. Oh,
I'll go over there.
I'm going over it. Members Park 3. Going in it. And we're probably closer here.
How can we be closer here? Right, I'm going to look at the weather.
Yeah, I'm going to go this way and get out. If I need to. Right, we're here. I don't know whether we're going to be staying here. We could either go to Shepherd Mallet or we could go to Wells. Or we could do both.
Wells?
City of Wells. Beautiful place.
I don't think we should go to Shaftesbury.
Okay. You don't want to go to Shepherd Mallet?
I do want to go to Shaftesbury, but I don't want to buy a handbag.
Okay. We won't
I
go.
shouldn't buy a handbag.
No.
You don't fancy buying me a handbag?
Not particularly. Not today.
Well, then we won't go then. Well, let's look at
Is it your birthday?
No.
Is it Christmas?
No.
Hmm.
I'm quite sad. don't do that face. I'm joking. I'm joking. You don't need to buy a handbag.
How much do you want to spend on a handbag?
I'm not going to buy a handbag.
No, I know you're not. Am I going to be buying a handbag?
Okay, it's 100% rain right through till 5 o'clock.
It's coming in sideways as well, look. That ain't going to happen, is it really?
No.
We're going to get absolutely drenched. Okay, I'm going to turn you off while we debate as to where we go.
Oh, it's lightning.
Oh yeah, that's just what we need when we're walking around by a lake. Fucking lightning. Right, I'm going to turn you off. I'll speak to you all later.